Plus, I had a deck where I can do this face up a bit. Hey, Kala. Alright, let me know when Tommy's around. I'll do Kala Hope and Change. Okay. Alright, Kala Hope and Change. So spectator calls stop wherever they want. Say they call stop there on the 7 of hearts. I would not know this, but that goes back into the deck. And we dribble down on top of it. Now this top card here, the 4, this is going to help us find your card. So look, we take the 4. I'm just going to give it a little shake here like this, and it turns into the 7 of hearts. Hey, Tommy. So that is Kala Hope and Change. That is the trick I made for Kala. I'll show you guys something else I'm working on. This is called smearing the deck. So let's say I have the 7 of hearts on top. As I bring this around, I can, well, that was pretty shit, so I'm working on it. 7 of clubs on top. As I bring the cut around, I can scrape the bottom. This is called an out jog. And then if you pop it here at the corners, you can get it to stick out the back just a little bit, so that you can pick it up and cut back to where you want. Which is helpful because what I've been doing, so let's say I've got the 10 of diamonds there, and I've got a thumb break on it. I can do a 0, and what I've been trying to do is like physically push that out so that I can come down on top of it, get the cut, and get back to where I want it to be. I wonder if there's a better way to do that. Hold on. I'll show you the reason I want to do that. So let's say I've got a stack of cards on top, represented by the 10. I can do... So, okay, so Casino Standard is a riffle, another riffle, a box cut, which is this. Oh, lost my 10 by 1. Damn, okay. Well, let's imagine I didn't lose that card. So after the box cut, they want you to do one more shuffle, and then they want you to take your hands off the deck and cut, and that's the sticking point. Yeah, I don't feel like there's a real good way to get the top card out there. I wonder if I can... No. Yeah, I just have to do it my way. Ah, that makes it so hard. Okay. Yeah, so... Okay, so... What I've been trying to do... Oh, sorry. The reason I want to develop this is... in casinos, they'll have a cut card there. Just kidding. So, I would want the card above it, out jogged if possible, and then have an in jog on that card. In jog is in the back, sorry. So that I can cut, they make you take your hands off the deck, so that I can cut to that card complete, and I've got the deck back in my stack order, even with the cut card there. So the way I've been doing that is push through shuffle, push through shuffle, getting an in jog on that 10 for the box cut, reassembling, then doing a 0, which that was pretty awful, and then coming in here and just manually getting my thumb in there and making an in-jog. Now the issue for that is I've got to reach on top of that in-jog to get the cut, which is kind of uncomfortable. I would much rather be able to do it the other way, if I can. Now if you're just doing a home game or like an underground casino game, you have some fudge windows there. So for instance, I can do pull through, strip cut, get my 0. But then if I don't have to take my hands off, I'm back in my deck order. Alternatively, I guess. Okay, alternatively, I could do pull out, shuffle, push through, box cut, oh shoot, hold on. Do that again. So, pull out, push through, box cut, and then because I don't have to take my hands off the deck, and now I'm back in order. And here, I'll actually prove it. Is this my ordered deck? Yeah. So there's that. So we're in new deck order. Oh shoot. Dang it. Hopefully I didn't goof that. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. Sorry. See, and then, so there's our, then we do one more shuffle, and then we cut. And then we're back in new deck order. So the utility for this is if I have a stack going. So let's go back to this. And then Tommy, if Tommy's around and wants to see one of my live sets, I'll happily just sit here and do a live set. So what I'm doing here is I go through the deck under the pretense of like pulling the jokers out or making sure every card is here. I'm controlling certain cards to the top, so it should be all the jacks and 9s. And I'll do this face up for the sake of edumacation. So all that shit's on top. Okay, so we're in a 5-handed game. A live set is when I'm doing a live show. Like what I do if I'm doing like a parlor show. Right. And give the deck some shuffles. And you see these dice out here in front. Let's consider these to be the seats in the game. Tommy, you can tell me whatever seat you want. In fact, you can wait till after I'm done shuffling to tell me what seat you want to sit at. And the player gets a cut. Dealer completes. Alright, Tommy. What seat you want to sit at? Seat 1? So 2, 3, 4, and 5 are your options. I won't do any more shuffling or cutting. I'm seat 1. You can't have my seat. I'm the dealer. C5. So C2, and then C4, C5. So I forgot I had these face up, sorry. So I made this stack while I was shuffling. And so being able to go through Vegas standard and keep the deck in the same order lets me cheat better. Ooh, King Queen will play in seat 4. And then I've got my jacks. All right, Tommy, how many nines would you like? You're the pocket nines. How many nines would you like on the flop? It's up to you. Two. So there's our burn card. There's your 2 nines. The only way I could beat you is with running jacks. There aren't any jacks on top, so it looks like you're pretty safe. Unless that happens. Oh, sorry, I got the jacks face up on the bottom. And something I've been dicking around with doing here is showing... Okay, so showing all the cards up here, covering this. So the 10, 4, 5, 2 is what's on top. The burn card is going to be the 10 of diamonds. The card that hits will be the 4 of diamonds. So remember how I did this? The card that hits the tail will be the 4 of diamonds. So there's the burn card. And we'll leave the 4 face down for just a second. And I'll show you that, oh, nope. And I'll show you, fuck my life. I'm trying to do this all flashy. I'll show you that the 4 is off the top. There's the 5, there's the 2. There's your burn card. You know this has to be the 4, except it's the jack, and now the 4 is back. Actually, I have my backpack in here. I'll show you the my opening set for last night. You can be my audience member, Tommy. Alright, Tommy. Hey, I got a volunteer from the audience. His name is Tommy. How about that? Tommy, I'm going to peek one of these cards, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, because you're going to be the one to find it, okay? Got it. Now, you don't know exactly where that card is, but you know it's somewhere close to the middle, so we're going to fix that for you real quick, because I want you just to be working this completely on instinct. Give you one of these. In Vegas, this is what they call a strip cut. You'll see casino dealers do it there. Just want to be the only person... don't want to be the only person not stripping in this show. So Tommy, I would hand you the deck ordinarily, and I'd let you deal a pile face down like this, and whenever you hit the card that you think is mine, I would just want you to stop, alright? Now you're not here, so you can tell me how many cards down you'd like me to deal for you. $21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There you go. Now, Tommy, I looked at the Ace of Spades. How cool would it be if you actually dealt down to the Ace of Spades? I'll tell you, you did deal down to the Ace of Spades. And you know I looked at the Ace of Spades because it's the only card I could have looked at. Every other card in the deck is blank. Grab my Ace of Spades back from you, thank you. When you have a card with only one printed card, you hang on to that printed card. Unless... Now that card is blank, and every other card is printed. Ooh, actually, we're going to audible here. I forgot I put jokers back in this deck. Okay, never mind. We're going back to showing stuff we're working on. Alright, so got that blank card here. Take a card out of the middle, in this case the 4 of clubs. That goes in the middle. Now remember we had this blank card here on top. Watch. There we go. There's another one I was kind of dicking with. So take another card, in this case the 3 of clubs. 3 of clubs goes into the middle. Nothing in my hands. Let me do... Oh, so we don't goof that. Alright. So other shit I'm working on. 2 jokers on top. Spectator calls stop wherever they want. Let's say they call stop there on the 2 of spades. Now watch, we're going to take the jokers here, and if I just give them a little wave like that, the jokers disappear from the deck entirely. They're actually out in the ether looking for your card. I grab one here. Look, nothing in my hand, but look. Just going to let it down here. The jokers come right back with a card between them, and that is your 2 of spades. So, another one. Tommy, do you know what a prop bet is? Hey, how are you? Hey, Recky. I'm alright. Doing some magic for the fiancé of a close friend. So a prop bet is a bet you cannot lose. We card cheaters are big fans of these. I'm going to show you a prop bet. So I would have you touch a card, any card you want. Let's say you touched this one here. Memorize that card, in this case the 8 of clubs. And I'd even let you be the one to push the 8 of clubs into the middle. Like that. Now, would you be impressed, or would you bet any amount of money that could get your card to just appear between the 2 jokers? Most people say yes, and say, see, like that, you've already lost. 1 joker on the bottom, 1 joker on top. Now your card is somewhere between those jokers. I've just won the bet. But because you're not that impressed, I have to earn my money. See, that joker on the bottom is now gone. That joker on the top is now gone. They've actually jumped into the middle to find the 8 of clubs. So, joker on top, joker on bottom. Your card goes into the middle. Alright. Give it a little shake. Both jokers disappear, and they've jumped into the middle again to find the 8. Bronchitis is the worst. Okay. This game is called 3-Card Monty. You're probably familiar with 3-Card Monty, if not by name. It's 3 bent cards, and the practitioner is always saying, follow the red card, swapping them around. This is the standing version because I hate bending my cards. But the rules are still the same. It uses 2 what are called dead cards that have to be identical. I just use jokers because you get 2 jokers in every deck. And then you have the money card. This is the aforementioned red card. All you have to do to win the game is keep your eye on the red card and follow the red card. Can you do that? So, we'll see. Take the queen. Queen goes to the bottom. Where's the queen? You might say the bottom, but that's actually a joker, which means the queen is going to be either on top or in the middle. It's not on top, that's a joker. So where does the queen have to be? So you think the middle, but that's also a joker. That's why you don't play this game. The queen is on the bottom. Now a good practitioner wants you to win from the outset, so you start betting more money. So even though the queen is on the bottom, let's say you've been a smart ass and called top. I could have shown you the queen on the top. I could have shown you the queen in the middle. And then once you start betting, that's when it goes back to being nothing but jokers all the way down. So let's try one more. I'm going to create a situation where you can't help but win. Take this joker, we'll leave it face up. There's the queen, we'll leave it face up. All you gotta do to win is tell me what this card is. Unless you said a 2, you probably lost again. You know, let's freestyle here. We have a blank card. What can we do with a blank card? Let's do a... Can I get... I wonder if I can get away with that. Okay. I'm gonna make that text a little smaller. Okay, so blank card. Okay, I'll just jam from the beginning. Ace of Hearts goes in the middle. Then we have the blank card here. Make that into the ace. Ah. What else can we do with this? Okay, here's an idea. Card is selected, in this case the Queen of Clubs. Oh, never mind. Card is selected, in this case the Four of Diamonds. Okay, what we're going to do here? We're going to take the blank card and come up to the face and just pop it against the deck to change it into the 4. There we go. What else? So we can top change it. I can show you my multi-phase card find routine. So this is usually what I do in a live set if I'm following up the blank deck. A lot of people call stop wherever they want in the deck. So there's the 9 of Spades, there's one card. Stop there. King of Spades. 9 of Diamonds. 6 of Spades. 3 of Spades. 7 of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. And King of Hearts. Oh yeah, I guess I should say I've usually got the blank card out on the table. Do I have that here? No. Hold on. And I don't have the jokers. Alright, so person number 1, what was the card you looked at? And they'll say the 9 of Spades, pull a hair out of my head, wrap it around, and just give it a little tug there to get the 9 out. Person number 2, you also had a card. I've actually been digging around with a new way to do this. So person number 2, you had a card. What was it? Name it out loud. That gets you to the King of Spades, and you had a card as well. That gets us to the 9 of Diamonds. Next one, we're going to find yours by means of a simple cut. That gets us to your card, your Jack of Spades, which brings us over to... You're shaking your head no? What card? The 6 of Spades? If you insist, we can do it that way. That's fine. I'm going to find the next card by the South American or karaoke fashion, if you'd be good enough to name it out loud. The 3 of Spades, that's fine. There's your 3 of Spades. Oh, blank card is laying out. Next person, you had a card, if you name it out loud. The 7 of Hearts, nothing in my hands, but look. We're going to get your card to jump out of the deck and into my hand like that. For the next one, we've got this blank card here. If you'd be good enough to name your card out loud. The Queen of Hearts. All right, that's good. I'm sorry. On the count of 3, name it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then we had one more, and you had a card as well. You looked at the King of Hearts, you said? Oh! Let's try that again. It's hard to do this one sitting. I'm standing when I do this live. I should point that out. There we go. I could do my version of Everywhere and Nowhere. I did that last night too. Right, my version of Everywhere and Nowhere. Spectator gets to shuffle for real. I actually had a spectator last night who could shuffle, which is a rarity. Even when you ask, like, I need someone who can shuffle, people will volunteer even though they can't. So these are legit shuffles. So from a shuffle deck, I'm going to make a prediction about the future. Look me in the eyes. Let's get that blank card out of there. Ooh, feel good about that one. Ooh, feel good about that one too. It's one of these. What's your favorite food? Pizza. We go with this one. There's my prediction card. I'm locked in. We'll put a poker chip on top of it so I can't change my mind. Locked in. I then tell the spectator I'm going to run my thumb down the side of the deck like this really, really slowly so you can pick anywhere to call stop. And let's say they call stop there. Take that card. They look at it. It's the 5 of spades. So I'm going to do the same thing. Wherever you call stop, that's where you're going to put the card. Say they call stop there. I say at this point I can know what cards you got. You got the 5 of spades. Now watch. Spread these out. From a shuffle deck, not only did you call stop on the 5 of spades, you managed to put it next to the 2 red 5s, which matched that prediction card I took out a second ago. So here's my version of Everywhere and Nowhere. I'm just going to use those 5 5s. They're going to act as kind of my lovely assistants for this next part of the trick. So I have the spectator touch a card, any card they want. Let's say they touch this one here. They have the 6 of hearts. Get one with a little more contrast. Get the ace of diamonds. Goes in the middle. And I say to the spectator, I need you to do me one more favor. I need you to keep an eye on my cards. Make sure nobody touches my things. I don't like it when people touch my things. So these 5s that you found, they're going to act as kind of like my secret agent cards. They're going to give me little hints about the identity of your card. So for instance, this 5 here on top, this 5 tells me that you looked at a red card, all right? This next 5 here tells me that you looked at a diamond. That's what he tells me. This 5 tells me you looked at a face card, and this last 5 over here tells me you looked at an ace. So based on all this information, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you probably looked at the ace of diamonds. Sound about right? Look, now that I know you looked at the ace of diamonds, I don't need the 5s over here ratting you out, and you can see there's nothing but 5s over here in this pile. There are no aces. So let's try one more thing. We're going to take these cards here. We're going to number them 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whichever number you choose will become your card. What number do you want, Tommy? Three. Card number 3 comes out. Revealed to be your ace of diamonds, and there's the 5s. The ace is then put face down amongst the 5s in hopes that this reality over here will begin to mirror this reality. So we're missing the 5 of clubs. And there you try this one. So you have the fives here, then you have your card, the ace of diamonds. Your ace goes to the table, leaves us with the fives over here. At least I think that's how it works. Ooh, actually, I know I don't think that's how it works. It's the fives on the table and then the ace over here. That's how that works. Oh. Let's see. I don't think I've done twisting the aces for you. So normally if I have a table and I'm doing this, actually we'll skip that. Alright. Got the four aces. So no matter who's doing their version of twisting the aces, the plot is always the same. You want to get the aces to flip over and show their backs like this, but without physically turning them over. Alright. So start with everything face up. I'm not going to do anything weird, but look. Now there's already one face down. That's the ace of diamonds. So three face up, one face up, one face down. Now there's two. Two face up, two face down. Now three. This last one will do something a little different. And this is the ending I came up with for this. So you can see the ace of clubs face up. And now they're all face down until I turn this one face up. And now they're all face up. Two-handed, alright. We'll go two opponents to make it a little harder. Oh no, I missed two of the aces, damn. Alright, let's try this. This will be fun. And let me actually get a casino deck out for this. Spoiler, this deck I'm using here is marked. So we're going to use a not marked deck. And plus one that's better for gambling demos anyway. Alright. Seven of Hearts, that's our card. Alright. Alright. At what position in the deck would you like that Seven of Hearts to be? So, literally 1 through 52. Where would you like that Seven of Hearts to be? 17. All right. This one's actually really not a trick. This is I'm literally going to try and shuffle it into that position. All right, 17. And you said 17? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Booyah. Let's try that again. That was actually pretty fun. Let's do that one. 6 of hearts. All right. What position would you like the 6 of hearts to be? Okay. I practice a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'll show you the method here if you like. So I'm going to leave the card face up, in this case 6 of clubs. I do control it to the top, that happens. And then I control it to the 5th position. So you'll see there'll be 4 cards on top. So from there, tell me where you want the card to be. Where do you want that face-up 6 of clubs to wind up? $25. Okay. All right. So I know it's at the 5th position already, right? What I need to do is get it to the 13th position right now. So there's 5 cards on top, that moves it to 10. There's 3 on top, that moves it to 13. So next thing I'm going to do is a Pharaoh shuffle. I'm going to split the deck evenly in half, 26 and 26. So there's two types of pharaohs. There is an out pharaoh, and what that means is here's the bottom half in my hand. If the bottom half goes on the outside so that the bottom card stays the same, so the original bottom card was the ace of clubs, and if I shuffle this way, it stays the ace of clubs. The card will wind up at 2x its position. So if I did it that way, it would end up at 26. However, if I do an in pharaoh, so that the bottom half goes inside over here and the bottom card changes, the math becomes 2x minus 1. So there you go. And you'll see, I don't know if you can see with these backs, but that is a card for card shuffle. And that should put it at 25. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, maybe I missed a count or something in there. But yeah, there you go. That's how I was doing it. And had you done something closer to the top, I wouldn't have had to do a pharaoh. I could just, do some running. Now, had you said something like you wanted it to be second from the top, in that case, I'm just going to take the deck and do a series of cuts like this. There you go. Let's do some gambling stuff to end the stream, since I love gambling stuff. There's our 4 aces. And when I do this live, I'll fan the cards. I'll put the first one in as a demo and say, so for the other spectators, just want you to slide aces in wherever you want, leave them sticking about as far as mine. You can see them all there. You can watch them get squared into the deck. I'll even give them a little cut here. All right, so let's imagine we're in a poker game. How many players in our poker game? Let's not go above 5 since I'm kind of limited on space. Player gets to cut. Dealer completes. Oh, actually, you guys can help me out with something here. All right. So I do that trick I think I showed you the other day where the spectator finds their own card. But I had an idea for a change to it. Let me run it by you. You guys can inform my decision here. All right. So card is selected. 8 of diamonds. That goes in the middle somewhere. All right. Tell the spectator they're going to find their own card. I'm going to give it some shuffles to make it a little harder on them. Hopefully I didn't fuck that up. Alright. So, is your card anywhere near the top? They, of course, will say it's not. And then, card near the bottom? Nope. So then I have the spectator call stop wherever they want. Let's say they call stop there, and that's always their card. So that's method 1. That's the way I normally do it. So, idea I had the other day. They stop at the 3 of spades. That goes in the middle. So your card's the 3 of spades. It's nowhere near the top, nowhere near the bottom. So here I would consider doing turnover deals like this until they call stop, and then turning over their card. Which way do you guys like better? Maybe I'll post this to Patreon, let them give me a hint. Do you have a preference, or you just like them both equally? Okay. That's where I was leaning as well, but I didn't know if seeing the cards face up would make a difference. Here, we got 7 minutes left. Let's do it. Let's do a tutorial. Let's teach something. All right. Oh, derp, 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 derp. Okay, so here we're going to learn the up the ladder cut. So in Vegas, it is true. You'll often see a tabled riffle shuffle from dealers who will probably do it in a closed position. So something like this, and then close with their pinkies on the outside, which is dumb because that makes it so much easier to cheat. So, okay, brief tangent. If I'm going to do a fake shuffle, let me turn the light a little bit. Square this so it doesn't look like I'm in a tilt room. There we go. Okay, so if I'm going to do a fake shuffle, one of the things I would want to do is push 1/2 through so that I get a tiny brief over here, strip it as I do my cut, and then resolve it that way. Now, if I'm doing an open shuffle like this, where I'm using my ring fingers, like I've really got to work hard to cover everything, right? It's timing based. I've got to monitor my angles, and as I push this through, my angle of, let's see if I can get this here. My angle of attack has to be pretty narrow. Like that's all the angle I'm doing to get that through to the other side, right? However, if I'm doing a casino standard, where you're doing a closed shuffle, now I'm immediately into guard position, which is what I want, and so I'm pushing it together. Look at the angle I can get away with there. An ape could do that. And I'm already into my front guard position, which makes cheating even easier on me. I don't know why they insist on that. Anyway, so let's bust out my ordered deck for this. No, let's use the casino deck. I lied. All right. So what you'll see in Vegas is you'll see tabled riffle shuffle, and then you'll see either a box cut, which, sorry, I was doing the fake one. You'll see a box cut, which looks like this, where they're just peeling cards off the top onto the top of the deck. Ah, fuck you. All right. Or you'll see a strip cut, which looks like this. It's the same thing. You're just pulling cards off the top and onto the top of the deck. Okay. So we're going to learn the up the ladder cut, which emulates the Vegas strip cut. So for context, here is a legit strip cut, and here's the fake. let me do a fake that doesn't look terrible. Here's the fake. They look really similar, and done well. It's hard to take one out. There's the fake. There's the fake. There's the real one. That's real. That's fake. Fuck. Sorry. That's real. That's fake. So we're going to learn that. So there's two ways you want to get into this. If you want to learn the false shuffles, you can do a pull through, which is that. You get your brief, you strip. The other way you can do it is you can undercut half the deck and leave a step. A step means this is just hanging over a little bit. And what that's going to do is it's going to let you appear to square up and then grab that same half out from underneath and get into your cut. So how we do it, we leave a little step over here to the left, and we're going to peel out the cards from the bottom of our little pack here. Those are going to come around, and you're going to leave another step. So we have this kind of three-tiered thing. Now bear in mind, this is the bottom of this packet, and this is the legit bottom of the deck. We're then going to peel this out and let that drop. Come back around, and we're going to peel out the bottom again. Same thing. Over and over and over again until we get to the top, and then nothing will have changed. Do that again. Gee, let's get an ordered deck in here. Sorry, I like doing casino moves with casino decks. All right, here's our deck in new deck order. So here's the first way. I'll turn this card face up so you can see. We're going to do our fake shuffle. Now I'll do it slow so you can see I'm actually stripping those cards out. I'm going to peel out the bottom of that. It comes around and gets dropped. Peel out the bottom. It comes around and gets dropped. So now we're in the same order. Now if you do it up to speed, and I say up to speed, there's no need to rush it, but just enough to make it look comfortable, like you're not going intentionally slow. I'll actually show you a trick I use that with. I'll show you one more time. We'll do this version. So I'm going to bring half the deck around, about a third of the deck, appear to square up. But remember, I've got a step over here. Then that half's going to come out, and we're going to get into the cut. The bottom gets peeled out, brought around. Now if you get really good with this, you can do it without the step. And again, here's what a real strip cut looks like. That one's real, and here's the fake. Done correctly, it looks exactly the same. So what's a trick we can do with that? I do my time travel trick. I have them pick a card, let's say the 5 of diamonds, I move it to the top. I say take a picture of this moment in your mind. So all the deck face down with one face up. So as I square up the deck, I move that card to the top. I then peel it off with the bottom half. So you see I'm peeling off that top card with the bottom half. So it's there. I then turn this one face up. So I'm going to shuffle face up into face down. We then do what is called a zero shuffle, which looks like this. So what that does, it doesn't actually shuffle anything. You see that I've got half the deck face up and half the deck face down. And we can get into a zero sometime if you guys are curious. But what you can do now is you can get into that up the ladder cut sequence. You can undercut and say, look, and you can show that presumably there are cards of every orientation throughout the deck, when really they're just seeing that top card over and over again. and then you can dead cut to the break, fix it, and appear to have gone back in time. If you're curious about the Zero, I'll demo it real quick before I end the stream. So how Zero works, let's get this deck out. I don't know why I ever even put up my ordered deck. Alright. So at speed, your Zero shuffle looks like this. You can also do it like this. So how the Zero works, and we'll go back to a Xeno deck to demo it. Bronchitis sucks. All right. So however you do the Zero, the principle is always the same. You're stripping off that top card with the bottom. So over here I have the bottom half of the deck with the top card, and then the top half of the deck over here. You lace them, and then one way or the other, you're going to dislodge the top half, and it's going to move in under the top card. So remember, this is the bottom half here with the top card. Here's the top half, and then everything gets reassembled. The way I usually see this done is as a closed shuffle, kind of like this, and where people then jam it together and they cover it up here. I don't like that because I think it's really hard to cover up the fact that it's just two halves going together. What I do is what's called a bubble Zero. I separate them, I lace them, and then there's a sweet spot here where you can squeeze to bubble that card up, and that's going to give you all the room you need to come in here. I then pin this card down at both top and front and push together and slowly release that pressure. And you'll see that what it makes it look like is that the cards are coalescing. The other version I did there is this kind of sloppy one, where you run them, and then you kick this card forward and left a little bit, and just push it through. So it looks like you got a messed up situation there. The positioning is pretty sensitive on it though. There you go. And square it up. Alright. I think that's going to be it for today, kiddos. Thanks for swinging by. Thanks for chilling with me. Maybe I'll start teaching some more stuff on stream.